in the main event. The top 8 will get into the redraw. Actually, all cars are going to get in the main event. Top 8 in the redraw. If there's any ties, all tied cars for 8th will be a part of the redraw. So Shane Forte, Camden Robustelli, front row, heat race number 1. Here we go, green flag. Shane Forte in the 26F gets to the front early. Anthony Pope trying to bounce back from a disastrous night last night is second. Steven Snotter third, and it's a good battle for fourth between Jake Waddell and Camden Robustelli, and now Tanner Holmes slips into fifth. Robustelli, 6th. 7th belongs to Tyrell Mead. We are 1 lap in, 7 to go, working on lap number 2 this time by. It is all Shane Forte. Now Tanner Holmes going downstairs, trying to pick up some valuable passing points, trying to get by Jake Waddell in the 10J, and Holmes with a great run out of corner number 2, but Waddell will slam the door shut going into 3. All 7 cars preferring to utilize the bottom of the racetrack at this point in time. Halfway home this time around for Shane Forte. Shane Forte showing the way in car number 26F. He has 2 career ISCS feature victories. The first one was last year on May 18th. In the first ever ISCS since the rebranding in 2018, he won the night after flipping here last August in a violent crash on the last lap in the car that got into the side of him for Carter Hedge Carter. Lap count continues to get worked on. And we are 2 laps away from the finish. In fact, this time by, we're going to see the white flag drop. One more trip around the park for Shane Forte. Shane Forte, half a straightaway advantage ahead of the 26F. Ahead of the 22 of Anthony Pope. And your winner of heat race number 1. Count it to Shane Forte. Anthony Pope second. It'll be Steven Snotter second. Tanner Holmes will squeak by for 4th. Jake Waddell 5th, Camden Robustelli 6th, and Tyrell Mead 7th. So make some noise for Shane Forte out of Junction City. He was 6th last night. Pardon me, Trent Estes. Trent Estes in car number 94 will start in 7th, heat race number 2. About to get underway, Raquel Ivy and Don Waddell on the front row. And we're expecting to go green this time by exiting corner number 4. Ivy 12th last night, while Don Waddell was 17th, and the green flag drops. Raquel Ivy to the front in the number 70 machine and looking to have the advantage out of corner number 2, but Vern Sievers down on the bottom, trying to seize position number 1. Lap 1 counted to Raquel Ivy. Vern Sievers is second. Don Waddell and Tyler Thompson battling for 3rd. Thompson slips underneath Waddell going into turn number 1. And Vern Sievers going to try and drag race Raquel Ivy in turns 3 and 4. Don Waddell 4th. Tyler Drever is 5th. Trent Estes 6th. And running in 7th is the 8C of Mike Crawford. And now Tyler Thompson gaining some so precious passing points here. He started 6th. He's already up to 2nd in the matter of 2 laps. And now Thompson going for the race lead. And he's got it for lap number 3. Tyler Thompson to the front in car number 7. And now Vern Sievers going to follow in suit on the bottom. Moves up into 2nd place. So far, so good for Tyler Thompson in the 7 machine. Vern Sievers is 2nd. Raquel Ivy 3rd. Don Waddell 4th. Tyler Drever 5th. Mike Crawford 6th. And oh no, trouble! And Trent Estes will spin in turn number 2. And we go yellow. Not pass until they pass the cone. They cannot hit the cone. They cannot pass underneath the cone. If any of those rules are broken, it will be a penalty of 2 positions on the next stoppage flag, whether it is yellow, red, or checkered. Tyler Thompson leading the field in car number 7. Going to get us back underway, exiting corner number 4 next time by. Vern Sievers, 15R, runs in second. Raquel Ivy is third. Don Waddell, 4th. Tyler Drever, 5th. Mike Crawford, 6th. And Trent Estes rounds up the field in 7th. Tyler Thompson going to get on the loud pedal, exiting corner number 4. And we are 4 laps away from the finish. Still one more heat race left in the program. Green flag. Good restart for Tyler Thompson, creating a little bit of a gap between himself and second place. Vern Sievers up to 5th now is the 8C of Mike Crawford. Sievers second. It's Ivy running in 3rd. Running 4th, Don Waddell. Mike Crawford in the 8C, 5th. Trying to keep back the 33T of Tyler Drever, but here comes Estes. Estes in the 34 is up to 6th and now knocking on the door for a potential top 5 finish in this heat. White flag is out. One more time around for Tyler Thompson. Drever and Estes still fighting in the back of the field. It's going to be Drever moving up to 6th. Checkered flag will fly, and Tyler Thompson will win heat race number 2. Second place will be Vern Sievers in the 15R. 70 Raquel Ivy will finish 3rd. 4th, the 10K of Don Waddell. 4th, the 8 Cottage Grove, Kinzer Cox. Kinzer Cox, 3rd last night. Fastest in Group 3, so he will start in 6th. Set to go green next time by unfortunately, Levin not able to make the A main last night. Mendenhall, however, ended her evening in 18th. Brody Sim 14th, and Emily Williams finished 6th. Brett McGuy was 10th, and as we mentioned, Kinzer Cox 3rd. So 6 cars, 8 laps, final heat race of the evening. Coming out of corner number 4, green flag. And Nikki Mendenhall, who won her heat race last night, seizes control of the race lead, exiting corner number 2. Emily Williams will run in 2nd. Brett McGuy's 3rd. Oh no, trouble! Mendenhall nearly into the front stretch wall, and Emily Williams to the race lead. Emily Williams, the comfort of a straightaway advantage over Nikki Mendenhall. Brett McGuy is 3rd, Kinzer Cox 4th, Brody Sim 5th, and RC Levin is 6th. Lap count continues to get worked on as we look to complete lap number 3 this time by. Brett McGuy in the 66B trying to make a maneuver underneath the 33M of Mendenhall for 2nd. McGuy trying to get the run going into turns 1 and 2. Can't quite make it side by side just quite yet, but awfully close. Williams continues to set a torrid pace. Has Mendenhall on the defense, trying to keep back the 66B of McGuy. McGuy sees the opening downstairs, and now Brett McGuy will move into 2nd. Kinzer Cox 4th, Brody Sim a close 5th, RC Levin 6th. 3 laps away from the checkered flag. Now Kinzer Cox and Brody Sim both knocking on the door to improve a couple of positions. Williams 2 laps away from the victory. Mendenhall is your 3rd place car with Kinzer Cox 4th and Brody Sim a very close 5th. Cox trying to get underneath Mendenhall. Meanwhile, Sim trying to capitalize on both drivers racing hard. White flag one more time around for the 6E of Emily Williams. Is Cox out of shape? Brody Sim downstairs. He's going to move into 4th. Checkered flag is going to drop out of turn number 4. Emily Williams will win it. Brett McGuy is going to finish in 2nd. And coming down to the wire, the fight for 3rd, it will be Mendenhall in the 33M. Nikki Mendenhall 3rd, Brody Sim 4th, Kinzer Cox 5th, and RC Levin 6th. And Emily Williams, first time ever here for this young lady. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that time of the night. Time for everybody to get up on your feet and make some noise because this is your feature of the evening. This is the Interstate Sprint Car Series, round number 2. Oh, let 'em hear ya! It's time to batten down the hatches. Quickly, somebody lock the doors. Shane Forte, Tyler Thompson, front row. Here we go. Green flag. Shane Forte with the opening stanza in lap number 1, going into turn number 1 with the advantage on the bottom of the racing surface. Tyler Thompson running in second. It's Tanner Holmes in third. Vern Sievers fourth. But he's got Emily Williams up on the high side trying to move over in the top 5. 6th place, it's Brett McGuy with a 3-car battle with Anthony Pope and Steven Stoddard. The guy with the advantage. It is Stoddard now currently running in 7th. Anthony Pope 8th. Kendrick Cox 9th. And Raquel Ivy 10th. 2 laps in this one. So we've got 23 to go. Shane Forte's led the entire distance and settles in on the bottom. Thompson, as well as the rest of the top 4, settling down low as well. Tanner Holmes 3rd, Emily Williams 4th, Vern Sievers keeping in check the 12th of Steven Stoddard. That is a fight for 5th. Brett McGuy, Kendrick Cox, and the 22 of Anthony Pope all mixed in there, fighting for positions. And now moving into the top 10, it's the 10J of Jake Waddell working on the high side. Waddell, one of the only drivers up on the high side, making it work. Kendrick Cox also working the high line in the 1K machine, and he is going to go into 6th place as he gets around the outside of Steven Stoddard. He's bringing Brett McGuy with him now as transitioning from the bottom to the top will be the 66B of McGuy. Your top 4 cars have broken off from the rest of the field, and the lap traffic starting to become an equation. It's going to be 6 laps down and 19 to go this time around for your leader, Shane Forte. And trouble linked up and off the pace. Vern Sievers and Kendrick Cox getting together, and Kendrick Cox will come to a halt on the front straightaway, and that will result in our first caution of the evening. 6 laps complete, 19 to go. Kendrick Cox, who was running within the top 10 prior to the yellow, coming to a halt in turn. There will be a penalty of 2 positions on the next yellow, red, or checkered flag. So 19 laps to go, race fans. Shane Forte, can he lead the rest of the distance? We're about to find out, as unfortunately we will not be rejoined by Kendrick Cox. Shane Forte out of the 4th turn. Drop to the green flag. We're back underway. Jake Waddell working on the high line, gets around Brett McGuy, and it's Waddell continuing to work the high side, one of the only drivers doing so. Emily Williams now in danger of losing 4th to the 10J. 3-car battle for 6th between the 66B of Brett McGuy, the 12 of Steven Stoddard, and the 22 of Anthony Pope. As Forte continues to create his lead even bigger. It's about half a straightaway. Tyler Thompson 2nd, Tanner Holmes in 3rd. Here comes Jake Waddell motoring his way on the top. Could the top for the first time tonight be coming in? Brett McGuy 6th, Anthony Pope and Steven Stoddard coin toss for 7th. Vern Sievers is 9th, and 10th belongs to the 66T of Tyrell Mead. Jake Waddell has 4th, but Emily Williams trying to take it back. Williams back into position number 4. We're 10 down and 15 to go. Tanner Holmes in car number 18 is 3rd and was knocking on the door on the 7 of Tyler Thompson. There's no doubt that if lap traffic is hit, it is going to be a big factor. Emily Williams to the top. Gets back around Jake Waddell, and now Brett McGuy trying to move back to the top 5 and make a pass underneath Waddell for 5th. Your top 3 now all of a sudden starting to bunch up. Fastest car on the racetrack is Tyler Thompson, then it's Tanner Holmes and Shane Forte. Forte's going to have to work with the 71R of RC11 first. We're officially past the halfway mark if this lap gets completed. We'll have 13 down and 12 to go. 11 in the 71R. Scored in 19th. He is the last car in the lead lap. And even closer, your top three bunch up. Fight for fifth is the 66B of a guy working the inside line of the 10J, Jake Waddell. 11 laps to go for your leader, Shane Forte. Forte is going to be the first to hit traffic. He gets underneath RC11, no problem with the first lap car. Now he's got to concentrate on the 94 Trent Estes. And now Tyler Thompson having issues as he gets on the binders and trying to figure out a way around Levin. And trouble, Steven Stoddard. It looks like something wrong with the front end, and he is going to clip the 15R of Vern Sievers, and we go yellow as that was 7th place. Then it's Nicky Mendenhall and Trent Estes, and all cars on the racetrack are on the lead lap. And we were expecting to go green this time by, but it's going to be delayed briefly as they fix a infield tractor tire and make sure that it's out of the racing groove. And we will go green out of corner number 4 next time by. By the way, speaking of Anthony Pope with the dwarf car last year, Camden Robustelli did double duty for the most part during the dwarf car speed week and running with the ISCS. And he ran the entire week with the sprint car, but the dwarf car did not last all week after a vicious flip at Sunset Speedway Park following the night that took place here last August. Shane Forte leads him to green, 10 to go. Jake Waddell trying to go to the high side as McGuy tries to get underneath Williams. It's just enough for Waddell to move into 5th. Can he get around the 6E to move into 4th? Waddell's going to have to settle for 5th at the moment in time, and now the 22 of Anthony Pope starting to apply considerable pressure. Tyler Thompson showing some speed now, is actually catching Shane Forte on the last week flat run prior to entering lap traffic. Fastest driver of lap number 17 in the 18T car. The 6E of Emily Williams running in 4th. Your top 4 drivers once again starting to break off from the main body of the field. Thompson now going to have to try a little bit of patience here, as the bottom is the preferred line. You can use the high side for just a little bit, and now Tyler Thompson going for the race lead, but Tanner Holmes trying to capitalize on a mistake. We've got 6 laps to go for Forte. Thompson trying to regroup and mount another charge. Tanner Holmes right behind him in 3rd. Emily Williams in close 4th. Shane Forte all of a sudden starting to pick up some speed. Forte holding his own right now in the 26F. Cars now starting to crank out their best lap times. It makes one wonder if rubber's been laid down on the surface on the bottom. 3 to go this time around. Trent Estes right in front of your leader, Shane Forte, by about a straightaway. Lap traffic was a factor last night. We'll see if it becomes a factor tonight. Just 8 more corners for the 26F of Shane Forte. It would be a big win for this gentleman out of Junction City. White flag is going to be shown to your leader, Shane Forte. Forte leading. Thompson is 2nd. Holmes running in 3rd. Last year, on the last lap, he was upside down. Next visit to Willamette, Shane Forte wins. Tyler Thompson will finish 2nd for the 2nd straight time here at Willamette. Tanner Holmes is 3rd. Emily Williams 4th, and Jake Waddell We'll round up the unofficial top 5 and make some noise, race fans, for Shane Forte.